So Connor's taking a bag of trash to the dumpster. He wants a game, so he wants to do a job. So all of this is coming down and all of this is coming out. Hey guys, okay, I started to say good morning, but it is way not morning. It is 1:22. Levi and I have done a lot of running today. So everybody knows, or should know by now from the past videos a week ago, that my back porch refrigerator freezer combo, just like everybody's refrigerators, you have a freezer up top, or you might have a side-by-side, which means you have a freezer on one side and refrigerator on the other, or you have a French door, so two here and a drawer, or doors at the bottom. Mine was just a regular old-fashioned refrigerator back there. Well, I don't mean old-fashioned, I mean, anyway, it's a regular refrigerator. I don't know how old it was. When my boss and friend lived in my RV while waiting to get into their house, I have a small refrigerator in the RV. It is when I say small refrigerator, I mean it's small. It's like the size you would see in an RV, not a dorm. And it's the refrigerator in the RV, the actual built-in kind for the RV that works off gas or electric and all that. That went out years and years ago because that RV is 100 years old. But when I remodeled the kitchen in the RV part of the camper house, or camper cottage, I've always called it a little camper cottage. When I remodeled that kitchen, I left that old-fashioned refrigerator there, and I put the trash can in it, 13-gallon trash can. I pulled all the shelves out. And up top in the freezer part, I kept Ziploc bags and baggies and trash bags, and in the bottom part, because it's so small and narrow, the 13-gallon trash can fit perfectly, because RVs aren't made for those little trash cans to sit somewhere. They're just not made for them. There's no place to put a trash can. So I thought, you know what, this gets the trash can off the floor and up here, and it's out of the way, and it's not taking up floor space. Okay, so I had to have a refrigerator for the RV, so I bought what I would call a tall dorm refrigerator. It had a separate freezer and a separate refrigerator door. It wasn't the kind that you open one door and there's this little pocket. It wasn't that kind. It was fairly decent size freezer, and but it was tall as me. Okay, so that was too small for her and her husband. So they went ahead and bought, and then she said, do you care if it's on the front porch? Because there's nowhere else to put it. It was a full-size refrigerator. The regular kind with a top freezer in the bottom, but full size. I mean, way taller than me refrigerator. I said, I don't care. And I said, I guess, she said, you know what, she said, Walter will put lattice on the front of the porch so you don't see that there's a refrigerator behind it. Because, I sort of, I know we're country, but did we want a refrigerator on the front porch that you could see from the road? And I didn't really, but I understood they needed a bigger refrigerator. So anyway, when the flood came and they were able to get into an apartment, we weren't even for sure if the camper, even though the little house part that we built was going to be fine, we didn't know if the camper was going to, fall apart after the flood. There was about 1.5 feet of water in it. And so when she left, she said, we cleaned out the refrigerator, but we don't know if it works or not, because at the time we didn't have. So when the power finally came back on, I went out and plugged it in and left it just sitting on the front porch, plugged in. Doors were closed because she'd cleaned it all out, and forgot all about it. And about 3 or 4 days later, I went over there, and I don't know what I was doing, but I went over there for something, and I was like, oh, let me check. So I opened it. Freezer was ice cold. Refrigerator was cold. I mean, like refrigerator cold. I was like, praise God, this came back on. So it was a couple of months later. It sat out there plugged in on the front porch, and every now and then I would check it, and it was working, everything was fine. So at some point I had Daniel help me get it on the back porch, and I was using it, like I said, all this time for extra carryovers in the freezer part. But basically what was inside the refrigerator part were eggs, just eggs, every day gathering eggs. And then sometimes when I would have something going on outside, I would put drinks in it, like we were on the back porch, and I could put things out there, mayonnaise, mustard, depending on what all we were doing, where we would just have to come to right there to get stuff out. So it worked out really good. Okay, so that refrigerator went out, the whole thing, top and bottom went out, lost all the meat. The only thing that I kept, because the boxes were still cold in between them, were the Omaha steak stuff that was not meat. So all of the sides and the little apple tartlets and all that kind of stuff, I kept that because the boxes still had a cold frozen feel in the center, like where they were stacked on top of each other, and when I'd peel them apart, the middles were still cold, not frozen, but cold, where I was able to safely feel like I could put them back in a working freezer and refreeze. And I didn't open them and look at the stuff. When you pull, I did cook the other day the, what did I have? Oh my gosh, I opened one. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I ate a side the other day. I actually ate on it for 2 days because Levi wouldn't eat it. You know, he's picky about food. Anyway, I've got a new refrigerator out there on the back porch. It's not a big one. It's not a full size. It's about as tall as me, maybe a little bit taller than me. Sort of like the one I have in the camper. It's a real refrigerator, freezer door here, and a door here. The freezer is ice cold. The refrigerator, for the last 4 or 5 days it's been plugged in, will not drop below 52 degrees. That's the fridge part. I have tried the buttons. I have revamped things. I have pulled all the stuff up from the front, sort of pulled it toward the door of the freezer, maybe thinking the air, it was blocking air from going down the back, how some refrigerator freezers do, the air filters down. Daniel looked at it. He's like, I don't even see any openings anywhere in the refrigerator part where the air is supposed to come in. The cold air is supposed to come in. I said, I don't know. I just know that I don't want a refrigerator that's only going to get 52 degrees. I said, so I'm going to take it back. So it's going back. So he said yesterday, he come to help me get the big refrigerator off the old one, the broke one, the one that don't work anymore, get it off the back porch because it was just blocking. And he said, if you're going to get a refrigerator, he said, don't look at something used full size. So I was thinking I'd just go to a couple of the used appliance places and get a full-size refrigerator that's got like a 30-day guarantee, because the one at Debbie's house, we bought at a used, because she was out of money and I was spending my money getting her in the house, and there just wasn't a lot. And so, I was tapping into my savings trying to get her house finished so she could get moved in after the flood. So when it got time for appliances, I went to this little place in New Caney, and picked out one, and I think we paid $300 for it. And they delivered it and everything and plugged it in and set it up. But it was used. So I was like, I'll just go there. And then Daniel goes, if you're going to pay $300 for a used, why don't you just go ahead and buy brand new, put the new one in your house, and move yours from the house to the porch, because it's good, it's working good. But I got it after we moved into this house in 2013. So 2013, that's how old that refrigerator is. Got it at Home Depot. So he goes, move that one out and buy new for in. So that's what I did. We did that this morning in the rain, me and Levi. And then I got some lumber for shelving. So right now, I've spent 10 minutes talking about whatever, leading up to, I am fixing to start this pantry revamp. Why it's rainy and nasty and I can't work at Jamie's on the greenhouse potting table. So I'm not doing anything with the refrigerator right now. It's where it's at. It's going to stay there until Friday evening, and sometime Friday I will pull it out. It rolls, so I'll roll it through here and out this back door. I have to take everything out of it, and then plug it in on the back porch, and then put everything back in it, because at some point Saturday the delivery of the new refrigerator comes. He's working hard for his money, so hard for his money.
Spider.
Spider. Hold it tight.
A line, please.
There it comes.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
You're holding your drill at an angle. Go up with your drill a little bit more in the back of your drill. No, go up. No, baby, not that part. But can you see the screw is going upward? There you go. All right, the other ones. Is there one down low? Is there one on the other side?
There's one on the opposite side of it.
Okay, go for it.
Dang. How?
Okay, so anybody, all you guys know, if you have a mobile home, walls are nothing in them. So they have these long screws like this. The back ones are going into studs in the corners, but the ones in the sides, you got it.
I did?
Yeah. The ones in the sides, in the front, that are going in just to the sides of the shelving to hold it up are not. All right, that means start working it out there. Put it down. Put your hammer down. Start pushing and pulling until that comes out. Okay, push down on one side. Just one side, push down on it. Find a side and go down. Maybe the other side would be easier. You're gonna have to beat on it some more.
Yeah.
They're just little particle board shelves. They're not even real wood. It's just crumbled. Looky there. Keep going.
Oh, this is. Go around.
Alright, look. Push that side over there down and the whole thing will come out. Push it down in the corner in the back. In the back part. Push down, because that screw's gone. So just push down on it.
Go down,
Keep going.
please. Go down.
Alright, now you should be able to lift it up out of there. You don't got to hit it again. You just want to hit. You just want to beat on stuff. See how long those screws are? They won't come out, they just spin. Alright, pull it out of there. The video that y'all get tomorrow, I'm finishing this up now and I'll get it out to you. It is going to be so choppy. You're not going to know what the heck's going on. This house, why is this house tore up? Look at this table behind me. No, that's the counter. Look at the table behind me. Look at this house. Look at over here on the, right there. Shelving that's been ripped out of the main. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I have almost 11,000 steps today. That's good. Connor helped me. Y'all will see that in the video. Let me get over here and I'll just go in behind me. So in this pantry, this original pantry, the freezer would not go here. Look at me. I'm so sorry. The freezer would not go in here. The little freezer, the little upright that's in the walk-in pantry, it wouldn't go in here because it's not flat front. It's got a like a moon shaped front. So even though the sides look like they would fit, because it bows out, the door wouldn't close. And because it's so short, it looked silly. I was going to have to do something up here inside. I know there's still some groceries up here because the tea bags are up here and up there, and I can't let Levi have them yet. So that stuff is still there, but when that comes down, there's a few more things that will be going into this closet. But this is going to be small appliances only. The little things that you pull out when you're cooking. The crock pot, the slow cooker, the skillet thing, the rice cooker, the bread maker. All of that stuff's going to be hidden behind here. And in here, this refrigerator's back in. I took down all that shelving behind me that went way, all the shelving that went way up here. I took it down. I put this little brown shelf back in, and as you can see, there's my cups and Levi's cups, although he's got one in the dishwasher. I don't think he's drinking out of one. The special cups that people have had made for him. There's my bowls that usually sit on this shelf right out here in the kitchen. Plates, just extra, okay. Because this behind me is going away. Hold on. All of that is leaving. All of it. This cabinet's coming out. That's going away. Microwave will be somewhere else. All of this. This shelf may stay. I'm going to measure and see how high that is. So it may stay. But the rest of it's going away. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to say that. So this stuff has to find a new home. So from this green shelf that I built not that long ago, it's the only thing that's going to stay. All that overstays, there over goes. And then y'all will have to, you're just going to have to see, it's sort of going to be like a surprise, I guess. I don't know how else to say it. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I've been going all day. I can't even hardly think about going to bed tonight knowing that this stuff, but I just can't do it anymore. I made 2 trips to Home Depot today. One this morning, then went back when things didn't work out like I wanted. I had to go back because when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to get dressed and go somewhere. I want to get in here and get it done. So, anyway. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of changes in here. Not what I planned. I'm having to change my plan. I'm not happy about changing my plan, but I still think what's going to happen is going to be pretty. I would never do something that's not going to be pretty in the end and functional. It's just not what my original plan was, and because that wasn't working out. So, yeah. This is the way my house looks right now. There's all the groceries out of my pantry, plus whatever's back over there. Stuff's on the floor on the other side of the table. It's crazy. So, tomorrow I'll get back on it. But this video that y'all are getting tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, is when y'all will see this video. It will probably be a bunch of pieced together stuff of what's happened the last, maybe today, maybe yesterday, but I can't remember what happened yesterday. I can't remember what happened yesterday. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I'm tired. I love you guys. God bless y'all. See y'all later.